I've been studying communication for 3 years, and I'm going to teach you how to speak with conviction. Now, before I teach you all the tangible steps to actually speak with conviction, like what to do with your eyes, what to do with your hands, what to do with your voice, before I get to all that tangible stuff, I first want to preface everything I'm going to say in this video with the main advice on speaking with conviction. Now, this advice is so fucking good to the point where it's not only going to help you with speaking with conviction, but it's also going to help you out in life in general. You have to say what you mean and mean what you say. This advice, you don't understand the magnitude of the advice I just gave you. If you say what you mean and mean what you say, you have free reign to speak with conviction because you actually mean it. Now, what you gotta do is that you gotta rewire your brain. From now on, you need to completely erase all the programming that has been drilled into your mind, and you need to change your mindset right now. What I'm doing is transforming you into a better human being. You need to erase your mindset, and from now on, you need to be a man of your word. And you need to mean what you say and say what you mean. Now, this is going to do a multitude of things for your life, but the main two things this is going to do is that it's going to increase your reputation. Let's say you're a man of your word. So let's say you have a friend who owns a car dealership, and you're like, bro, I really need a car today. My car just got totaled in a car accident. I don't have the money right now, but I'll pay you on Thursday once I get my paycheck. I need the car today. And your friend at the car dealership, he's like, all right, fine. Since you're a man of your word, since when you say things, you actually do them, I'll give you this car and you can pay me on Thursday, and boom, you have a fucking car. So it increases your reputation, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And the second thing this does for you is that it gives you a real life superpower. It gives you the energy to do anything, because if I were to say right now, I'm not leaving this rooftop until I do 50 push-ups, and I actually mean what I say, I actually meant it when I said that, then I'm not going to leave this rooftop until I do 50 push-ups, because I'm a man of my word. Right? If I say I'm going to hit the gym later today, then I have to do it because I said it and I'm a man of my word. So this gives you the superpower to give you energy. This gives you the superpower to have energy for anything you want to do. All you need to do is have the energy to say it. I'm going to go wash my car today. Now I have to go wash my car. I'm going to go do 15 pull-ups today. Now you have to do it because you said it. So saying what you mean and meaning what you say, not only is it going to make you more trustworthy and increase your reputation, not only is it going to give you one of the craziest energy superpowers on earth, but it's also going to give you free reign to speak with conviction, because if you say something, you mean it. If you're going to say anything, you're going to have to mean it because you're a man of your word. So it lets you say anything with conviction. I mean, you already mean it, you might as well say it with conviction. I'm going to teach you how to do that in the second segment of this video. However, the last thing that this does for you, saying what you mean and meaning what you say, it makes you very self-aware of what you say. You don't say bullshit now. You don't say, man, I swear to God, if you fucking talk to me like that one more time, I'm going to beat your ass. If you say that, you're going to have to actually beat that person's ass because you're a man of your word. So it gives you that self-awareness to be very, very careful about what you say. You don't say random bullshit anymore. You're not like, I'm going to run a marathon today, because you probably don't want to run a marathon. And if you were to say that, you're going to have to do it because you're a man of your word now, because I reprogrammed you. You're fixed now. Before you were broken, I just fixed you in this video in the first few minutes of it, so you're welcome. But makes you super aware of what you have to say, and you only say what you mean, so you'll be able to say it with conviction. Now, how do you actually say things with conviction? It's a good question. What do you actually do with your voice and your hands and your eyes? The main thing you got to realize when you want to speak with conviction is you got to speak loudly and you got to speak clearly. Because what's the point of speaking with conviction in the first place? You want to speak with conviction because you want other people to know that you know what you're talking about, even though you might not even know what you're talking about. However, speaking loudly, let's break this down. speaking loudly, what this does is that when you elevate your voice volume, you're gonna come across as more assertive, and people are gonna think you have conviction in what you say. The louder you say something, the more conviction you have, right? So that's just a law of the universe. Now, please be careful here, because you're gonna get a lot of attention. Besides from screaming, you can speak as loud as you want, but I'm telling you, you're gonna piss off some people in the room, but you're gonna piss off the losers in the room. They're gonna be like, why is this guy talking loud? I'm telling you, talking loud, it's how you speak with conviction. It's perfectly fine to talk loud. Besides from screaming, you can talk as loud as you want. You're gonna get a lot of attention, but fuck it, conquer the room. Conquer the room, bro. Be a fucking man. Now, speaking clearly, what this does is that it makes people think you know what you're talking about, right? I'm speaking clearly to you now, and I know what I'm talking about, but I also speak in a way that makes you think I know what I'm talking about. I could be talking about some bullshit right now. I could be talking about fucking donuts and how to make donuts. I don't know how to make donuts, but since I can speak clearly, you're gonna think I know how to make donuts, right? Take the donut, you actually put it into the oil, and once you put it into the oil, it hardens up and it makes it nice and soft. And then after that, then it goes to the facility where you put frosting on it. Then after they do that, they actually send it to gas stations like Royal Farms, and they put it into the Krispy Kreme case, and that's how people get donuts at Royal Farms. Since I can speak clearly, you think I know a lot about donuts. I have no fucking clue about donuts. I have no fucking clue. Genuinely. I don't know how donuts are made. I made that shit up. I just made it up, bro. But it makes people think you know what you're talking about, and speaking loudly makes people believe that you have conviction in what you say. Now, there's other stuff too. Besides for what you do with your voice and what you say, you can make eye contact. Eye contact is going to make people believe you have conviction in what you say. I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat your... See the difference? If I'm looking at you, I mean it. If I'm not looking at you, I don't mean it. Okay? So eye contact is important if you want something to land. Now, you can move your hands. You should start moving your hands in general, first of all, because it makes people see you as more confident, and it's going to give you authority almost. Because if you think about people who use hands when they speak, CEOs, it's world leaders, they all have a sense of authority. If you move your hands, you can have authority in the room. Okay? And it's going to make every point land with more conviction. So that's how you actually speak with conviction. So now you understand one of the greatest advice known to man: say what you mean and mean what you say. Now you know how to speak with conviction. And now you know, I'm going to get to that point in the future. Not in the future, but later in this video. But first I want to talk about, if you want to actually speak with conviction and you want to actually master this and you want my help with it, check out the link in the description. I have a program. It's called the Communication Lab. You can join it. It's the cheapest it's ever going to be because I'm not finished with all the course modules and stuff, but you should check it out. It's going to make you a master communicator, and it's going to help you speak with conviction. Now, that's if you actually are serious about this. However, this free stuff I'm giving you is fucking lit. I'm not sure what point I was trying to make there, but basically the next point in this video, I'm going to talk about the very last thing you can do to speak with conviction. So I already taught you that other shit. Say what you mean what you say. I already told you to speak loudly, speak clearly, use your hands, make eye contact. All that stuff's going to help you speak with conviction. But the last major important thing that's also going to change your life as well is learning how to fight. Because if you think about it, if you say something with conviction, you're like, you are a bitch, right? If you think about the worst case scenario that could happen after you say something like that, is that person gets mad. They're like, oh, what the fuck you say to me? I'm gonna beat your ass. The worst thing that could happen is you getting into a fight after you say something with conviction. So you should be ready for that. In fact, fighting can do a lot of things for your communication, because if you think about it, fighters have perfect body language. You could say some crazy shit to them. You could say, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna punch you in your face, I'm gonna choke you out. Fighters will be sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a fucking bum, you don't know how to fight. So if you want perfect body language, that's a side point. You can learn how to fight, and on top of that, you're ready for the worst case scenario that's going to happen if you speak with conviction is someone's going to get angry, someone's going to fight you. So since you're ready for the worst case scenario, you have more conviction, right? How much more conviction are you going to have saying to someone, I'm going to beat your ass, and you know how to fight, compared to you not knowing how to fight, and you're like, I'm going to beat your ass. And you're saying, I'm going to beat your ass because you know how to fight. So learn how to fight. It's going to change your fucking life. Now me, I'm a pretty good fighter, honestly. I'm not a world champion boxer or anything like that, but I can fight better than 99% of people on the planet. I can fight well to the point where I can beat 99% of people in a boxing match. So learn how to fight. It's going to change your life. It's going to help you speak with conviction. And if you want to become a master communicator, if you want to speak with conviction, but you also want to remove your filler words, but you also want to record videos off the top of your head, but you also want to learn persuasion, you also want to be a people's person, you want to be more social, if you want to master communication as a whole, I have a program. You can check it out. It's the cheapest it's ever going to be because I haven't completed it yet. Once I completed it, that price is going to fucking skyrocket. If you want to master communication and change your life, you can check it out in the link in the description. I'll see you over there.